All right, so before we get into the actual episode, I want to tell you two memes that I found today that I absolutely loved. You know, in The Sopranos, when Tony is freaking out about Christopher Columbus,
Yeah,
yeah, he's a hero in this house. So I
yeah.
saw this meme. It goes, he was an honorable prince of the realm who pledged himself to a lowly hedge knight. And in this house, Baelor Targaryen is a hero. End of story. And then I saw another one, and it was Makehart standing there with like a puss on his face, going, "Please don't tell mom I hit you that hard. It wasn't that hard."
That one's good. Don't
Yep.
tell mom.
Don't tell mom. It's the Other than that, that's the most joy you're probably gonna get out of me out of this episode because this episode's miserable.
Yeah, I will. I'll try to hype you up for it a little bit. I did see your. I saw your sad video. And it's cool that the episode affected you. In that way. I did not have the same like type of misery. Like I wince and cringe every time like Dunk gets hit or stabbed. But
Hmm.
there's in the back of my mind there was always that like they're doing it. Because spoilers for my opinion, this is my favorite episode, and I was really worried about this episode going into it. So I was just kind of overwhelmed by like, holy shit, they're pulling it off. Like they're sticking the landing.
Yeah. I want to see how I'm gonna feel about it the second time. It was just the trial was so real.
Yeah,
And like just like I said, I have an experience. Like I've never been in an active war zone, but the bit of traumatic violence I have seen, that was like way too close to home. And I said, like I said, my dad texted me after it. He was like, "Yeah, that was fucking crazy," and he's seen some crazy shit. And I actually got a great comment from a someone who said they were like a veteran, and they were in active fire many times, and that this episode triggered their PTSD. But that they don't regret watching it because they feel it's really important people see stuff of this nature. So thought that was a cool little detail and just another like W for this episode, but makes it a hard watch. Also, you're not.
long as you can. These men mean to see you dead.
uh, kind of cool to start with. Oh, you want to go ahead?
No, you go.
I was gonna say, cool that we start with like this like overhead shot of them in a circle, and Baylor is at the center already like giving commands and instruction, just kind of showing his like natural leadership.
Yeah, I think the natural leadership is shown a bit better in the novella with the tourney lance and how he's
Yeah,
explaining exactly what they're going to do. But again, I'm at a point where like I've just accepted the differences, and I still love this moment of him just coaching them and being a leader.
yeah. I'm gonna take that opportunity though.
Yeah.
um, it like it is a really cool thing in the books where he says, "Oh, they're gonna use war lances because those are lethal." And his solution is, well, if we all run tourney lances, they're longer. So as long as we hit our mark, like they won't be able to touch us.
Yep.
And yeah, it's pretty
I'm
pretty
gonna get
neat.
I'm gonna get into this more later, but Baylor and Raymond carry this trial for Dunk, bro. They carry this trial.
They will fight savagely.
As will we, my lord.
Oh, that was another. That was something I was kind of sad to see. Though I'm pretty sure we do see the green shield, like the green apple shield.
Yeah, we do.
But in the books, like there's this little moment where Raymond rides up and he's like, "Yo, check it! I changed the color of the apple so you guys don't confuse me with my shitty
But
cousin."
Bro's like, fuck him. I'm getting myself a different look. And he says, maybe I'm not ripe yet, but it's better not ripe than having a worm in it. I think that's
Yeah,
his exact line. It's great.
yeah, yeah. But it's pretty neat.
Hmm.
I'm honestly surprised because I kind of thought, especially with like the Blackfire rebellions, because that's how I learned through Sworn Sword. That's where you learn that bastards will sometimes use the coat of arms, but they'll like reverse the colors on it. And
Hmm.
it definitely reminded me of that. And I thought maybe
Yep.
they'd make some kind of reference, but no, it's just a background detail.
Hmm.
Green fucking bite!
Yeah.
But yeah, we get Raymond throwing up, and I like that Dunk is like standing there, and you see like Egg look up at him, and Dunk is just staring straight ahead. His priority is thinking about how he's gonna actually survive through this. And then Raymond yaks a little bit, and Dunk immediately yaks, which just tells me like, yeah, he was going to, and he might have been able to not do it, but Raymond throwing up next to him,
Very
like,
scared shitless.
yeah, sealed the deal for him.
What of the King's Guard?
Okay, you gotta help me. What? This might. Sorry, this is such a stupid question. What color are like the beehives on his armor for you?
Like yellowish orange,
Okay.
gold maybe.
Okay, I thought they were red last episode, and then when
No,
I saw them here,
no.
I was like, they look orange, but I can't
Wombo,
trust my eyes.
Wombo colorblind. True.
Red and orange, yeah, some about those
Hmm.
two.
Take heart, these bring.
Also, it is interesting that that is his only line, which not a big deal, but
Tragedy.
we can finally like kind of explain ourselves. We've been saying like throughout this series, like, oh, it's kind of we were hoping like they'd give Humphrey Harding or Humphrey Beesbury a bit more character, and it's because I guess spoilers if you for some reason are watching this before you've seen the episode. Humphrey, they both die.
They
And
both just die off screen, not off screen, but in the background.
Yeah, so, we do get to see Harding fall, which is pretty
Hmm.
neat. It's just you'd think like if you were gonna give it a bit more impact, I just thought like that would have been like kind of an almost easy way to do it. You know, just spend a bit more time, like hype them up, get to know them as people, and then like
Yep.
ooh, double sucker punch when they die.
Yep.
Handle the king card. The gods will let us know.
That line has always kind of like made me wonder. And George likes to do that. I think he likes to make you wonder if like the gods, like how real they are or how involved they are in Westeros. But him mentioning like, oh, the Kingsguard, like I'll take care of them because they're not allowed to actually harm me. And then Robin Rising asks, is that honorable? And he says, the gods will let us know. And considering that Baylor dies quite brutally at the end of this fight, it almost suggests that the gods were angry at this decision, which I don't think it's
I
definitive, but it's just
I
always
like don't
interesting.
I don't believe that,
Yeah.
but I like the analysis.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just something that I can't help but like think of
Hmm.
every time he says like the gods will let us know. I'm like, I hope that wasn't the gods. I feel like you did the right thing.
I loved you best. No man fight so fierce is one neglected by his mother.
Anything you want to say about that?
Um, is that? I think that's actually symbolism for Makar, right?
Yeah.
Because he isn't a god. I should have put that in my video. I'm gonna have to edit it, put it in.
Oh, are you
Yeah,
gonna
just a good little line.
redraft? Are you gonna redraft your
No,
video? Oh
no,
my
no, no.
god.
I'm just gonna insert one sentence.
But yeah, no, it's definitely in reference to Makar, and
Mhm.
it definitely, I mean, it kind of explains partially like the massive chip on Makar's shoulder beyond the fact that like Baelor overshadows him everywhere he goes, but also kind of explains like you know why they do such a good job of like giving you reasons why what's going to happen is going to happen, where it's like, yeah, Makar's mad, he's defending his son, like his brother tries to stop him, and then on top of all that it's like, oh yeah, and he like he was the least favored. Like so he's got like just an inherent chip on his shoulder.
Yep.
But it's also the first mention of mothers, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad that you like had mentioned it. I don't know if you like were able to draw the through line, but all I really clocked was like they keep mentioning mothers, but I don't actually know what the show is trying to say about mothers or motherhood in particular with this episode.
It's I'll get to that later. I'll get to that later.
Okay.
I really like that moment. Just like the, I'll see you again, and they're both just terrified.
Yeah, like you can just tell like neither of them is convinced.
Hmm.
Nice way of ramping up the stakes, and it almost like initially like it kind of worried me like, oh, is Dunk gonna just be kind of detached the whole time because he's worried about dying and like hurting Egg even more. But like he goes to walk away without looking at him, and Egg kind of hangs his head, and you definitely got to think in the back of your mind like Egg is probably like blaming himself. He's like, oh, I put you in this situation, like, and now you might fucking die. So I really liked Dunk turning around, and even though he's still like clearly in his feels, he like shares this little moment with Egg,
Indeed.
and it makes a kind of just a mid joke from an earlier part in the season a lot better because now it's
Yeah.
like tied to this moment.
Good payoff.
Yeah. This kind of tripped me up. Is this a Septon?
Oh, I believe a Septon in training. Yes.
Is it a female Septon?
No, that's a dude. At least
Okay.
I thought it was.
I genuinely can't tell.
No, that's a dude.
Okay. I really can't tell.
All right, so this has been my first of many praises for this. The sound design in this episode is elite. The way it ramps up the tension with the like loud booms, it reminds me not only of the Reigns of Castamere, but specifically in the books when Catelyn is describing the boom, doom, boom, doom, boom, doom of the Red Wedding. Very much took me back there.
Yeah. This is a great way of like kind of showcasing Dunk's anxiety, and like it
Hmm.
really does a good job of putting you in his head, which I feel like it was more clear for this episode than almost any others that this is like firmly in Dunk's POV. Like people kept
Yeah.
talking about that leading up to this episode, and I could see it, but I felt like the show definitely wasn't like fully committed. I feel
The
like
uh,
they fully commit for the trial.
the mask shot is a great way of showing like, okay, we are in his head. It's great.
Yeah, showing and all the like the noises getting like
Hmm.
muffled out, and then he just
Yep.
hears the horn blast over everything. His
Hmm.
eyes are super wide. It's really good. And this is a really cool change. Where in the book, like he has this moment where he's like, "Oh, I've forgotten fucking everything," and then like Thunder steps up and like helps him out. I like
Hmm.
that they reuse like kind of the through line with Egg training Thunder, and
Yep.
he's the one that helped. Like they incorporate Egg into the
It's
trial.
so good.
It's
Yeah. Thunder
awesome.
Thunder hears him, and that's what gets him to move.
Yep. It's God, it's so good. That shot where he races forward and the camera like catches up and then it throws us into his helmet. It's so
Uh-huh.
quick. It's so quick,
Hmm.
but it's so good.
Okay, so you see Humphrey Harding go down there.
Yeah.
Um, and just this. Yep. You see Humphrey Harding getting cut down by. I believe this is one of the Kingsguard.
Yeah, it is.
Um, and then Beesbury goes down against the other one in the same tilt. And I also just got to say, Dunk gets fucked up in this episode.
Oh
And the
my
second
god.
this lance goes through him, I was like, okay, I knew it was bad in the novella, but I did not think it was like 4 inches of steel in his side bad.
The thing is I did. I just feel like I didn't really comprehend it until I
Yeah,
saw it, you know what I mean? And
yeah.
that's a lot of this fight where it's like
Mhm.
I got the vibe that it was like a serious, gritty, rough fight, but like it's so quick in the book. And like
Mhm.
it's kind of quick here, but it's also like again, it's just way more it's a bit more graphic, like he does take more damage, but even the stuff
Yeah.
that he sustained in the book, I just felt it a lot more cuz I'm seeing like blood.
It's
I'm
cinematically brilliant. At Comic-Con, George R. R. Martin said that his challenge to Ira Parker was to show him the best tournament and combat style jousting fight he's ever seen, and I think he's pulled it off.
um I I guess I haven't seen a ton of jousting movies, but this one is definitely the best I've seen.
Hmm.
um, Also, just really cool subversion. Like in a fight like this, you'd expect maybe the like typically you have like the stakes ramp up. Like it starts, Dunk does good maybe, and then he gets knocked off his horse, and then maybe he starts taking damage. Um, in here though, he just first charge, he misses Aerion, and he gets stabbed by the lance, and that same stab destroys his beautiful shield that like we've kind of been building up for this season.
Yeah. And
Uh,
he's about to get his shit rocked, as we can see from this freeze frame.
Yeah, and I'm just so jealous. I'm just jealous of anyone who like got to see this and didn't know what was coming,
Hmm.
cuz I feel like this is all so effective in making you go, "Oh
Well,
shit, I don't know if our hero's safe."
Katarina thought he died. I'll tell you more on that later.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
I got scared when this happened, not going to lie.
So, yeah, my immediate thought was, fuck, this whole episode's about to be flashback now,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
okay. They pulled it off.
Yeah.
This right here, this Lannister man dying underneath the horse. When this shit happened, I went, "Oh fuck!" Like they're really going for it. They're actually really trying to let you feel just the carnage and the brutality of war, and the fact that it is so unceremonious, and he cries out for his mother. Oh man, this is so brutal.
Yeah, no, it was when they cut to Dunk, my first thought was like, "Oh, he's a lot older than I thought he would be." Just because when they talk about Dunk getting taken from Flea Bottom, I really got the sense that he was like 5 or 6, like he was a tiny ass little kid.
I got the sense that he was like 9.
Really?
Yeah, like a
Oh,
late in
weird.
his childhood.
Okay, I'd have to double check then, because I'm not. because like I'm not sure. I'm not sure what exactly gives me that vibe. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, I was curious. As like, okay, he's gonna be older. Like, I wonder if they're gonna ramp up like the hardship even more than I expected. And like immediately, yeah, like he starts to mercy kill this guy. And it's just very rough, and it kind of shows you like, oh, this kid has already had like a crazy life. Like a guy is
Yeah.
dying in front of him, and he looks surprised, but he's not reacting like a kid who's just seen death for the first time. You know?
No, he's seen this before.
Yeah, and he like to the point where he takes it upon himself to like to end this person's suffering, which like
Hmm.
I don't know, it's just neat. Oh, I might be about to expose myself. But do we know what battle this is?
I do not know because it can't be the Redgrass Field because it's too near King's Landing. So I have no idea. I have no idea. Just honestly.
Okay, okay, I have no idea either. That's why I had to ask.
Mhm.
End up in no hell with the rest of us.
That I really love that line. So you have to say words with the Highborn so they don't end up in a hell like the rest of us. And it's just like, yeah, for the Highborn, they get ceremonies and funerals and all these words. And if you're just from Flea Bottom, just die in a corner somewhere. And I guess someone maybe picks up your body a few days later.
Yeah, there's a beautiful exchange that we'll get to between them and the City Watch guy who tries to rob them.
Mhm.
I love that it leads into Dunk saying he doesn't know any words, which
Yep.
call back to the very first episode when he says he doesn't know the words for Arlen's funeral. He still doesn't know the words after all this
Mhm.
time. I was trying to show. I was gonna say one thing that kind of like stood out to me is like they are far, far from King's Landing.
It's at the very start when you see the castle.
I thought they reshowed it. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, leave it right there.
There.
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
there you go.
Okay.
They're like a few miles.
Okay. I guess. Okay, that's not too far.
Not that far, like a few miles. They can walk.
Okay. But I was gonna say, it is far enough that like again, it's another thing showing like the hardship. Like their lives are so rough that they're willing and able to like walk miles away from the city just to like scavenge a battlefield and then bring all that shit back. Do you know like who that coat of arms
No
belongs
idea.
to? Okay.
No, couldn't. I was confused by this. No clue.
I feel like they like deliberately show it. Like it has to be some kind of Easter egg.
I'll look it up as we keep going.
Yeah.
Nothing's over.
I do like that. Show it like Ferret, whoever that is, told Dunk that they were gonna get free bread now that the war is over. Just showing like, yeah, the commoners wouldn't be that educated or like aware of what's going on or how it would really affect them. So for a kid, like even more so, to the point where like, yeah, they probably would believe that they might get free bread. What do you think of that?
Uh,
Okay,
what do you?
I asked because it kind of threw me, and I was wondering if I might have missed something. But one of the first bits of character we get for Rafe here is that she's like, I don't know, I almost kind of picture her as like the OG egg, like she was the smarter companion that like Dunk was attached to. Like she kind of did the thinking for them. Where she says like, oh, like King's Landing is like Tinder waiting to catch because she understands like the war, like there's still going to be a bunch of resentment and aftermath is going to happen. But then she goes on in this episode 2 times to steal from somebody, and it does end with like, you know, that person hurting her back, as she just explained, like people don't forget shit, they'll hurt you back. So it kind of threw me like, are they trying to say something about her character that like
It's the idea that she understands and yet she feels she's invincible. She understands how this applies to the broader world, but because she's a kid going through it's that won't happen to me because I'm outsmarting and I'm gonna outwork it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna out hustle it, and that's not the truth of this world. That's at least the way I read it.
Okay. I guess that's kind of what threw me, where it's like, if if she's to the point of saying like, let's get the fuck out of King's Landing before everything goes tits up, then that to me suggests like she is mature enough to know she's not invincible. That if they're there when shit goes down, like they might
Maybe.
be screwed.
Maybe.
But yeah, just kind of threw me. Wild intro. Don't want to pause on it, but
Yeah,
wild
just a
intro.
great
Yeah, go ahead.
great introduction to Flea Bottom. just really getting into like the grime and how nasty it is down here and how awful life is for so many people.
Yeah, you got like rats literally crawling over
Mm-hmm.
people. Guy getting his like leg cauterized. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Steal our ship.
I don't know. It just always amuses me, like seeing a villain like try to do something like, "Oh, let me steal all your shit," and then something little happens to them, and they're like, "Evil bitch! Like, how could they?" It's like, I
Great.
So I
Take your Blackfire ladder elsewhere.
that was
So
yeah.
now's a good time to ask: what side do you fall on
Oh
for the
shit.
Blackfire Rebellion?
I
I will hate you depending on your
I mean,
answer.
that's
Just
a
saying.
good. I mean, I genuinely have not. I haven't picked a side in the fucking Blackfire Rebellion. I don't know.
Coward.
I don't know enough about it.
You see this guy? Typical fence sitting activities.
How dare you? Don't make me pull out the Team Green flag.
Uh, I may or may not be for the Black Dragon, but we'll continue.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know. You're a Damon fanboy, aren't you?
Uh,
Mm. Well, Damon's leather is useless. What do you say to that?
I'll take that leather. Worth
We're
noting
sailing off in the
that they live in a literal hole. That's just kind of all the analysis I got. Just crazy shit.
Yeah, when they leave it in a bit, you see that they're literally under a goat pen. Like they live underneath animals. Like they are the, again, Dunk is the lowest of the low. It's wild.
kinds of adventure. The free cities aren't no better than here.
So he sounds a bit more Irish here, but I kind of like it because she sounds a bit more Irish. And, like the
Yeah.
idea being like you can literally see the flea bottom on him, and then like it kind of wears away after Arlen.
So I just want to say this. You can't even say anything to this. There is a panel from Berserk that fits this moment so perfectly with what she's wanting to do, and when you get to it, you will remember this conversation. That's all I'm gonna say. Real ones know in the comments.
This does make me think of like Andor when he's like trying to get Marv out of there, and she's like he that's kind of his whole like realization with the sunset after he breaks out of prison, like nowhere's safe as long as like
There's nowhere to
anyone's
run.
yeah, as long as you allow that kind of injustice anywhere, it's gonna spread like a cancer.
Yep.
What if they're worse? Fucking stupid sometimes.
And I do like that we see I don't know. We can get more into this later, especially as we cover multiple books and multiple seasons. But I feel like Dunk's stupidity is greatly over exaggerated in the books. And the idea being like he needs to find a bit of confidence. Like, yeah, he can be a bit simple. He can not think things through sometimes. But he is not the idiot that a lot of people make him out to be.
Yeah, he's simple-minded, not dumb. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Mother, could you love me? Yeah.
Such a Dunk response. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Like even at that age, like a boy still might have been like too self-conscious to say that, but he's just like, yeah, of course I do.
Like, yeah.
I like how his own friend is fucking caught off guard, right? She's like, you're not
Yeah.
real. No one is like this.
She's like, but we couldn't even keep it a secret for like 10 more seconds. You just had to rip it out.
Yeah. And I like that she's just like, she's taken aback, but she cops to it too. She's like, well, I love you too, damn it. So you better fucking come with me.
Don't get
And he even pets the goat because he's just so damn pure.
move on. What? You've got plenty of time to wait around for your dead mother and I. I'm sorry.
Just another moment too of Dunk kind of countering Westeros. She says, "Now you have all the time you need to wait for your dumb mother." He doesn't say anything. Like he just looks down. He's like, "Damn, like that hurt."
Oh, man.
And she has to check herself because he doesn't say anything. She's like, "I'm sorry." And it's just neat. It's just neat the effect that Dunk's kindness has on people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even that, like, her lip kind of quivers, like, again, like, just saying something horrible to him. And then as soon as she apologizes, he doesn't even acknowledge the apology. He's like, don't worry, we'll find a way. Like, he just wants
Yeah.
her to be happy. I think it
People-
upsets her even more.
People don't know how to interact with him because he's just so anti-Westeros.
Yeah. Oh, I just realized, it kind of threw me, because before they go to spend their silver to, like, get ticket out of the city, we show the city, like, the watchmen following them. And it kind of made me wonder, like, oh, weird, like, it's a good thing they got turned away. Like, he almost lost, like, the money that he was going to try to pull off of them. But this guy shows up on the other side of the alley with the spear, like so conveniently, and I just realized like, oh, like he went and got a friend, like to make sure
Yep.
like he had help so they couldn't get away.
Stealing from dead nobles is still stealing. What's stealing from us?
This is the interaction I was talking about earlier, where like you said, it shows the like the difference between how the nobility are treated, like what people think of them versus just regular people. He says stealing from dead nobles is still stealing, and Dunk asks, "Then what's stealing from us?" And he just says, "That's life. Like that's just how
Yeah.
that's just how it is."
It reminds me of what you said a few episodes back, how in not only this world but in our world, very often the little guys will climb on top of one another to try and reach a summit that is unreachable.
Yeah.
And that rung in my ears during the scene. Like they're just stealing. He's just stealing from these two like little kids because he's just bad voice crack. Jesus, stealing from these two little kids because he's just an asshole.
Yeah. I feel like the implication is that he was a former thief. Like he's just become a thug now.
Could that be why he lost his hand?
Oh, I didn't realize he was missing a hand. Oh my god.
You didn't realize he was missing a hand this whole time? They literally show it. Like they.
What the fuck? How did I miss that?
All right.
Are you fucking
Wombo,
with me?
Dude, look, you can see the stump.
What do you...
No, keep playing. Dude.
Oh my god! Oh my god, how the fuck did I miss that? That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta get your eyes checked. First the color blindness, now missing a guy without a hand. You're cooked.
Something's wrong with me.
Nobles is
So, I want to say right now, stupid ass move. Okay, like
Yeah.
so incredibly dumb, but that's part of why I like it. And again, it just shows that she is like thinks she's invincible in a way, trying to get up on these guys who are being a prick to her, not understanding truly because she's a kid how cruel people can be. You know, it's just crazy.
Yeah, and I'll say it honestly, it caught me off guard, him actually killing her for that. Because the first thing he does in this episode is call them by name. And although, like, yeah, he's a scumbag and, like, he's ready to rob them, I did almost get a sense, like, oh, there's kind of a community here. Like, they do know each other. That all goes out the window very, very quickly.
I want to dissect that when we get to the scene, when it
Okay.
actually happens.
And oh my god, with the episode ending with Baylor falling into his arms and him catching him, and then here, like, she falls into his arms and, like, he doesn't really catch her. She kind of flops out on the ground. I feel like there's some symbolism there with him, like, carrying on Baylor's legacy, and, like, he was able to, like, succeed in that moment, whereas here he kind of has to be bailed out by Arlen.
And also for all the people going, I hate this episode because of the girl boss. This is not what I think of when I think, you know, like Ray Skywalker doesn't have this outcome. That's all I'm gonna say because I know that's where those people are coming from.
Yeah, well, I think I don't know, it's also very obvious to me. It's just there are certain people online who just anytime they see a person of color or a woman, they just freak out. Their brains go. Even if it's not coming from a place of like hate itself, some people they're just so bought into the narrative that like the wokies are coming for all their forms of entertainment.
Oh my god, the wokies are entering the wokies are entering A Song of Ice and Fire. I can't believe this. What would George R. R. Martin think?
Well, it's I don't know, it's just weird because I've seen people complain like, oh, they gender and race bent Rafe, and it's like Rafe is not a character, damn it.
Like Rafe, the one line.
All we know about Rafe from like in Mystery Night is that he was faster than any other girl in like I think any girl in the King's Landing. Which I think it does imply that it's a guy, but the whole point like Rafe was just supposed to be one of like Dunk's dipshit friends, where this is like Dunk's best friend. This is like his life companion in this version of events.
And a character.
Yeah, and it does make me wonder if we'll see Rafe again when like those stories come back up in Mystery Night. Would be kind of neat. I kind of doubt it though, but we'll see.
Wombo's the woker confirmed.
Woke Wombo. But yeah, for the most part, it's really just they took like a non-character and made them into something more.
Agreed.
Yeah, people complain because they're like, oh, annoying girl boss, and I didn't see it. So I think I know why they're complaining. So like we get that little shot where you can see like, you know, the little tavern next to them they're in view of multiple people. And I like that it's not said, but in King's Landing, like, this is normal, you know, kind of like what that guy just said, this is life. All these
Yeah.
people can see and hear, like, these children being attacked by these grown-ass men, and no one fucking does anything. No one in
Yeah.
that tavern steps up, except for one guy.
Leave that boy be!
Great entrance. Holy shit.
God, I'm gonna have to redraft again.
Okay, so he says in the name of the mother, and I fucking love it. Because the rest of the oath, in the name of the mother, is I charge you to protect or defend the young and innocent, or protect. It's one of the other two. But it's specifically the young and innocent, and like that's perfect. That's perfect for Dunk, and that's perfect for Arlen to say in this moment. And I like too that he's fucking hammered out of his mind.
Yeah.
And he comes out swinging. He gets his like.
This is a crazy fight, dude.
It's an awesome. It strikes a really good balance of like chaotic and like messy, but you can also just see enough that like Arlen kind of knows what he's doing. You can tell he outmatches like these Kingsguard or not Kingsguard, City Watchmen.
Yep.
I like him accidentally hitting the lantern when he goes to draw his sword. Fucking cuts his head off and throws it like into the pigs. It's crazy.
What I really like about this scene is how fast this all happens. In a matter of 2 minutes, we go from Dunk and Raph just kind of chilling to Raph's throat has been cut. One of the city watchmen has been beheaded, and the other one has just been stabbed through the throat. It's like, oh shit. And it just shows you how real things can hit the fan just so quickly.
Yeah. And I like too that this is like going into the flashback, I was just a big reason I was worried is like we're gonna spend a whole episode on Dunk, probably in Flea Bottom was my guess. And A, it ended up not being the whole episode, which was a really good move. But B, I thought like, oh, like what could you possibly show me that's like key or even relevant to this story now? And they do the best option where it's like when they talk about him leaving Flea Bottom with Arlen, I always got the sense that Arlen like deliberately like grabbed him, like he saw this little kid in need and he like took him with him. Where here, like there's a bunch of parallels drawn between this Dunk and Egg and Arlen and Dunk, where it's like this is the same way his old life ends with Arlen dying and then his new life begins with Egg becoming his squire. There's this same thing is happening here where his old life ends with Rafe and then his new life begins as Arlen's squire here. But yeah. It's a really good shot to show just how lonely he is. All that empty space where like Rafe could have been or should have been.
Yeah, just in the hole.
Yep. So I like that he knocks the apples down and she says, "You old fool."
Apples. Green apples.
But wait, you're fucking. Those are yellow, right?
I'm kidding, those are yellow.
Okay. You can't be doing that. I don't trust my eyes anymore. But he says sorry, and then he just keeps fucking walking away.
Doesn't even help her.
And she even like throws her arms like, "What the fuck?" Just like,
Why'd you even say sorry, Dick?
yeah. But I like that she says, "You old fool," and that's something we hear him repeat to himself later. It's pretty cool to see like all of the elements we associate with Dunk, like him, you know, first encountering them when they're Arlen's. You know, he's sleeping under a tree. He's got the three horses. You know, he's looking up at he's got the canopy of stars above him. So, I'm pretty sure the idea is this is like the armor of his dead squire. Am I wrong?
This is like the helmet that Arlen wears in the
Oh, is
what's
it?
the word? The comic. Yeah, this is the helmet he wears.
Oh, okay. Okay, it just looks small. It looks like a kid's helmet, especially with Dunk. Like it looks
Well,
like
I
it
think
just
kind
slipped
of
right over his head.
This doesn't really work because Dunk isn't as big as he is in the novella at this time. But it would make sense that even a young Dunk, his head would be so big that it could fit Arlen's head. You know?
Yeah, that does track. I will say, it wasn't until this shot that I noticed they still had like the vignette effect or whatever. in the
Mm-hmm.
corner. I kind of like it, but I almost feel like it should be stronger because, like I said, I didn't clock that it was there until like this moment.
Mm,
But I don't know. It's just kind of it's weird. I like that we see Dunk limping after him. Just...
yeah. Or just walking.
God, Red Keep looks so fucking massive, like in the
Mm-hmm.
shot. Okay, this really threw me, and I still don't know what possible explanation there could be. But people are saying he's speaking Dothraki in this scene.
What? What? I am. I
Have you
did
not
not.
heard
I,
that? Hang
no.
on, hang on, hang on. Because I'm pretty sure it's like literally in the captions. Like someone says, yeah, it's like shouting Dothraki. Give me 1 second. I have to verify.
No way.
Well, first result, someone is just saying it. I don't want to trust a random Redditor.
Can you turn the captions on for this?
Oh, I don't know. Well, the thing is, captions work a little differently on here than they would for HBO. Yeah, because I already have them on.
Right.
Here, let me.
If
I can check with HBO.
whatever the case be, if he really knows Dothraki, that's insane.
Yeah, I just okay. I'm pretty sure it is Dothraki.
Damn, Arlen's been around. If he's knowing Dothraki.
Well, and yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't think it's not impossible. I just want to know what the fucking story is behind that. who the fuck taught Arlen Dothraki, and why did he commit to learning Dothraki?
It's insane.
It's a crazy fun fact.
Arlen's a linguist.
Yeah, I guess before we edit, I will triple check to make sure I'm not just spouting nonsense. But I've seen a couple of people say now, like, oh, when he's talking Dothraki or when he's singing Dothraki, I'm like, I didn't realize that's what that was. I thought it was just drunk gibberish. You haven't played Hollow Knight yet, but it kind of reminds me of Hollow Knight bugs, where it's like Zelda characters. They just kind of speak like silly goober language. They'll be like Yaka Pakotoko. It's just like that. Also, with how close he is, and there'll be a bit in a second. I like that they make it clear like Arlen knows he's being followed and he's just trying to ignore him.
Yeah.
Lot of vomit in this episode. But when he first started drinking that, my first thought was like, oh, like that would totally make you sick. And then it immediately cuts to this. It was like, oh, okay. Yeah, and there they show Arlen. He clearly hears the kid throwing up in the background. He's just like, I hear nothing.
Keep following me, whatever.
I'm not trying to adopt anybody right now. Leave me alone. I will say it is notable that, I mean, Arlen being aware that he's following him, at any moment he could have been like, hey, fuck off. Like, why are you following me? So I like that, you know, there's some part of Arlen that is okay with Dunk following him. And we'll see by the time Dunk falls that there's a part of Arlen that still wants to take care of him.
Yeah. In his own little messed up Arlen way.
Yeah.
It's like, God, man, I already have this third leg I gotta deal with. I don't want to deal with you too, bro.
I'm already carrying around so much weight. Damn. Dude, him flopping over, and then right here where he like ribbits when he wakes up. He just goes, fucking. I don't know why. It's so fucking funny. And that fucking new fear unlocked. Falling asleep on my knife that I keep sheathed.
Yeah. I really like this little moment though, because it just shows how like his drinking his drinking is his undoing. I had someone say that they believe something like this is what caused him to get that infection on his wrist, and I was like, ooh, I like that.
Oh yeah, I do wonder. I'm not gonna lie. I'm assuming or hoping that we'll get an answer for that in the next episode. Because it's kind of weird that we threw that in there, and that
Maybe.
I feel like we definitely have more flashback in store. I wonder if there's a moment where we'll see him get that wound, and I've been wondering. I wonder if Dunk did it, because we've seen them training.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
We've seen them training like without armor and shit. Like there's even that moment where he's like, he just kept coming, and then Dunk takes like a giant fucking swing at him.
That's a great idea that I told you about before we started this that you stole from me. Continue.
Wait, what?
I said that's a great idea that I was going to say before this episode started that you took from me, and now you're going to take the credit when it comes out to be true.
Definitely, definitely. I like that. Him, oh, you old fool.
Hmm.
Just another dunkism, where it's his version of Dunk the Lunk.
Thick as a castle wall.
Yep. Arlen telling himself, "You fucking idiot." And like you said, with it being his downfall, his undoing, I feel like the implication, since this is right after the end of the Blackfire rebellions, is this is him coping with the loss of his nephew / squire. And it kind of shows that there's like a void in his life, not just in terms of like him needing to drink, but maybe if he had somebody to take care of him or keep him company, he wouldn't be falling asleep on his knife. But yeah.
He needs a squire. Unironically, he needs a squire.
He does, yeah.
Really like that transition.
Yeah.
Really like it. Just the flashback ran a little long. I don't know if we needed all of that walking and following. I think they could have cut that in half and still have the impact be the same, but I don't think it's like a huge negative. Real quick, now that we just have this frame, let's look around at what is going on. So Dunk is on the floor, and that is Baylor next to him, right?
Wait.
Yeah, that's
Wait.
that's Baylor.
The guy
That's Baylor.
the guy who just rolled on top of him?
The guy to his left, that's
This
a
guy.
Targaryen shield. Yeah, that has to be Baylor. And yeah, I think that is. Keep going.
I can't tell. It's hard to tell. Who is this?
Let's go 1 time speed
Is that
for this.
Beesbury? That might be Beesbury dead on
Yeah,
the floor
that's
already.
Beesbury. Let's go 1 time
Holy
speed for
shit.
this because I actually want to like call out the cool shit we see in the background.
I also don't know. The problem is that we're at 1080p. It might be too hard
Mm-hmm.
to tell. I do like that whoever that is, that Targaryen, they fucking like roll over like Dunk's head. Like
Yeah,
a whole ass person like flops
that's
over his
Baylor.
body.
That's definitely Baylor. 100%. The helm's the same. It's Baylor.
Okay, yeah.
So Dunk is on the ground. He is like dying. Just to keep note of this. So Maekar
Fucking
rides
drive by.
through. So yeah, that's Baylor because he got unhorsed by Maekar, and then I think we're leaving it. I think we're gonna leave it on 1. Up to you though. I don't care. Maekar drives by and hits him with the drive by. Yeah, and then Baylor is next to him. So now Dunk is getting 2v1'd, and then something's gonna happen. Maekar comes for a second one. Oh no, that's the first
Oh no,
one
sorry.
actually.
This,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That's a shit rocked.
Oh, we see a Kingsguard ride by.
That's Kingsguard. Who just yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize there's like a big old dent in his helmet. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
from the
I'm
Morning
pretty-
Star.
Which I'm pretty sure that happens in the novel too, where he feels it like
Yeah.
pressing in on him.
Yeah, it's like sticking to his head.
I didn't
or his
catch that the
face.
first time though.
Oh.
Like holy shit, that probably did it.
And now up to the left, that's the Rosby dude, the guy with missing the eye, who just broke a lance with the Kingsguard. Just good to note. So then Maekar comes back around for a second, and Baylor just spears him off the
Damn.
horse.
Yeah.
Just good. I don't want to keep note of what's happening around us.
Yeah. I will say insane fucking strength to just plant his feet and like knock him up. You ever play Halo Reach?
Yes.
It reminds me of Armor Lock, where Makar's coming by on the horse. Baylor activated Armor Lock right before he got to him.
So
Is there something in the back we missed?
there's something in the background I wanted to point out. So keep going a little further. Aerion and Dunk are just fighting. And then you see right there,
Oh, yeah, in the
Raymond. That's Raymond.
Yeah, that's both
Raymond.
of them. There you go.
That's him fighting Sir Stefan in the background. And keep this in mind, because Raymond is about to save Dunk's life. Bad voice crack again. God damn it. Best.
Yeah, and I love that we have like the contrast where much of the season it was all green and colorful, much more colorful like than anything we've ever seen, and then all the color like disappears for like the last episode and then this episode where
Misery.
the entire thing is just gray and mud. It's so clumsy, and that's like one of the best things about it, where like I mean, like one of the biggest like thematic points of this is like truth versus pageantry, like the reality of knighthood versus the fanciful romanticization of it. Whereas this whole fight, it's so brutal and like harrowing, but it's also like it's just very messy and like there are parts of
Yeah.
it that are slow and just uncoordinated. It's just it's just not pretty. You know what I mean? Like in
This,
any
these,
way.
these are two men trying to kill one another. It's just that simple. It's not
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, and
Um,
it makes it feel so much more real. Like
mhm,
there's no
yep.
interference. It just feels like you're watching two people struggle
Mhm,
for their lives.
yep. Oh, dude. This doesn't happen in the novella. He doesn't get stabbed in the leg like this like 3 times in a row. This was crazy.
Yeah, that's what again like it's crazy because I like like Dunk's gonna get fucked up. You know he's gonna get hurt. You know it's not gonna be pretty, and then seeing it on screen, it's just so much more visceral.
Every blow is felt by Dunk, and we feel it too. It's awful.
Yeah, like they could have fucked it up in the sense that they could have been like, "Oh, we want Dunk to take a lot more damage," but they didn't like make it actually seem like he felt it, you know what I mean? But every
Mhm,
time he gets hit or Aerion gets hit for that matter, every time someone gets hit, like you hear them scream, like
yep.
you get a shot of like the face or something.
Mhm,
They every time the impact is felt.
mhm. Right.
Dude,
All
him
right.
fucking like
So
twisting it.
right here, Dunk is fucked. I just want to note that for what's about to happen. Aerion is on top of him
He's on
with
top
the dagger.
and this position like of his hand to me suggests like he's trying to like lift the helmet up so he can
He's trying to
shove
get
the
it in his
knife on.
throat. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep. Bruh,
God.
the fucking knife through the hand. Oh my
Oh,
god, made me cringe so hard. When he
yeah,
pulls
dude.
it out, dude, I had to like turn away. I was like, I can't, dude.
Yeah. So, and there comes Raymond. Dude, dude, Raymond is the MVP of this match, bro. Arion has him there. Like, even though the knife is in Dunk's hand, he could keep pushing it, and Dunk is in a very bad position. And the fact that Raymond is still a horse when he's a squire 5 minutes ago and fighting Sir Stefan, who is in better armor than him, the fact that he saves Dunk's life, yeah, this is my goat right here.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, is he? It looks like he's just wearing what he's been wearing the entire
No,
fucking
dude,
time. He just
he is
doesn't. He just has a
he is the
helmet.
main character. He is the like you were talking about earlier. Do the gods actually play a role? If anyone in this trial is blessed due to his honor, it's Raymond Fossaway. Like he stands on business this episode, dude.
I mean, he'd have to because, like I said, I don't. It doesn't. I don't think he's wearing any armor. It's
He's
literally
not.
just. It's just the helmet.
He's unironically blessed by the gods for being like an honorable and true person. I'm not even kidding. Like that's the explanation.
That's wild. And I kind of like the idea too that like Raymond is a knight and
Mhm.
sorry, Stefan is a knight and Raymond said in the last episode like pains me to admit it but he's good with the sword. And it's like,
Mhm.
I wonder if I don't it to me it makes me think like, okay, Stefan didn't want to kill him. If Stefan wanted to kill him, I think he might have been able to. I could be
Mhm.
wrong though. That's just kind of the read I got where it's
Mhm.
like, if you really wanted to put him down, I feel like you could have a couple
I
dozen
I
times
disagree.
over.
I disagree, but we'll get to that.
Okay. Oh, I can't with that, dude. Holy fuck.
Oh, stabbed in the back.
So I'll say for stabs like this, and this happens a couple times. I don't know enough about chainmail, but I'd imagine if you thrust, you could probably get like enough of the point in there to hurt someone. But I
Hmm.
think the idea is like the chainmail is still blocking it from
Dunk
being
was
lethal.
also running away, so he did not get as much of the blade in as he could have because he was moving the other way.
Yeah. Sorry, I hit the
So
play button 2 times.
gets him by the elbow, like breaks his elbow or like really messes it up.
Yeah, he
You hear
tangles it.
Aerion scream.
Yeah, it tangles his
Oh,
arm in his own,
mhm,
basically. Wrenches
yep.
it back. The
Oh,
fuck,
dude.
the slap.
That was like the first moment where you go, okay, Dunk being a lot bigger than Aerion is bad for Aerion. Like that is not good. He just got clobbered with a
Yeah,
metal hand.
it's like one of his first like kind of dubs in
Hmm.
this fight, which I'm pretty sure leads into.
Yep,
Yeah,
I really like this moment.
I like it. It did make me from episode 4. I guess I can say we have confirmation now that the they are for me scene just did not make it into the
Hmm.
episode. This moment and one other kind of make up for it. I still would have
Yep.
loved. I would have loved to have all three moments. But this is kind of like the spirit of that scene creeping into the show, which I
Yep.
appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
And showing like the whole royalty box, like what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, well,
Yeah.
she's rooting for the right team. God damn it, y'all wouldn't know nothing
Yeah.
about that. Fucking
Bunch of
royalty.
pussies. So right here, I just have to say, like, fuck Aerion, bro put up a hell of a fight. Like, he put the work on Dunk. He really did.
Yeah, no,
Like,
they make him work for it.
yep.
I was gonna say I really like. It's just so nice to see armor like working. You know what I mean? Like,
He's able to deflect the sword with his hand because he's wearing thick ass like metal.
yeah, and it's I don't know. One day you and I will bitch about Mandalorian, I'm sure.
One
but
day
I,
we should just meet and wear armor and like fight each other and just show how real it is.
to the death, hell yeah. But yeah, like I get annoyed at that show sometimes where he has all this armor and every now and then like they can't just make up their fucking minds. Like he either gets hit 100 times in one scene to where like it's kind of ridiculous that his enemies are all that accurate, and then there are other scenes where he's not getting hit at all even though like he's out of cover, and it's annoying because it's like you have the armor, like do a bit of both, like get the balance, like
Yeah.
have him get hit and like take some damage, but also he can get hit a whole bunch more and it won't like do anything to him. Like you can kind of have it both ways, and they do that with this fight where Dunk takes
Yep.
serious damage, but he's also able to tank a bunch of like other sword swings
And
because he's got
they
fucking
make it a
armor.
point to show you the weak points and how that plays a role in the fight.
Yes, and there's a moment where Aerion brings his sword down like really hard, and he just brings it down on his gorget, and it's just so satisfying to see. It's just fuck your sword. That's what the armor's for.
Yep.
Fuck it, Dunk punching the fucking
Yeah,
sword
dude.
down.
Like I said, and just from the shot, like Aerion has a visor that makes him look taller. You can see that Dunk is humongous compared to him.
Yeah.
So in the background, you see Lionel 1v1ing a Kingsguard Knight, which is just cool.
Oh.
So he got his opportunity there. You can see it.
Yeah, I see him. Oh, is his? Oh, it's probably just the light. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that cage kind of throws me off.
Yep.
But yeah, he made that one comment about like pretty. What is it? Like dirtying their pretty white
Yep.
gowns or something.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it's a point of valor for him. Also, no. Yeah, so right there, he like does a bunch of like quick stabs, and you can hear enough, and you can see how far the sword goes. Where, like I said, it communicates the idea that Dunk's probably feeling those stabs, but the chainmail is
They're not
protecting
lethal.
him.
Yeah. The way they're just wailing on each other in exhaustion, and you can hear all the crunches and the
Yeah.
blood, and it's just like, man, this stuff. Oh, jeez. Oh, brother,
Wild sword throw.
dude, like,
Pretty impressive, not gonna lie.
yeah, yeah. I like how he's just like, all right, this is not working. I'm just throwing it at you.
Yeah, like it's a crazy move too, because as
Yeah.
we'll see, he's got to go up and like retrieve his sword from his enemy's body.
The fact that he grabs his own sword by its
blade. Yeah.
Yeah, just because because realistically, you can't focus and find the hill, so he's just doing anything to get his sword back, and that's what I think cuts his hand open. I think because he looks at his hand in a little bit and it's like bleeding, he probably sliced his own hand open trying to get it back.
I don't think I'm pretty sure the bloody hand is from because Dunk gets a good hit on him, and you see Aerion put his hand on that.
All right, maybe I'm
that
wrong
hit.
then. Okay.
Yeah. So he gets like part of his sword hilt in the. It's not exact. It's not clear like what part makes it in. All we know is that enough got in to like cut Dunk up, and he was already bleeding from the eye from getting. I
cut
assume
the,
from Makar.
It cut the swelling open, is what it did, and that's why he loses his vision without losing the eye.
And this was cool to see. In my Blackwater video, I bitch about people not wearing their fucking helmets. And one of the things I said is like, why not just have the Hound wearing his helmet and then he loses it shortly before the moment where you need to see his face. And here, like, they do that. Like, Dunk keeps his helmet on as long as he can. It saves his life multiple fucking times, but eventually, like, he cannot see, and maybe he might even be having like trouble breathing.
Yeah.
But I like that it takes quite a bit to get us to this moment,
Hmm.
and I like that like there's a lot we get from having his face visible after
Hmm.
this.
Agreed. Dude, just like the mindless wailing, like he's
Yeah.
completely disoriented and just scared, just swinging to like give himself some space. It's so awful.
Yeah, you're if you've ever done like a blind flail like that, like you're in trouble.
Hmm. Oh yeah, so he gets him right in the groin where the leg armor and like the chest armor meet, and there's a little gap.
Yeah.
And I heard some people bitching online, being like, Dunk really gets him with one cut, and he beats him.
What?
Like, do you understand how debilitating a humongous slice to your upper leg would be? Like this, like you can't walk after this.
Yeah, also he doesn't.
Mhm.
They keep fighting. Like I don't weird. That's a
And
weird
his arm
complaint.
is pressed to this like stone thing. So Dunk is using that to drive it in deeper.
Oh yeah, the shield behind him from
Yep.
oh my god. Ugh. But yeah, this is one of those moments where like I was so fucking happy to see Dunk like land a serious hit on him, but also like
Mhm.
I just cringed so fucking hard because it
Yeah, this hurt. This hurt to
dude.
watch.
But also I was like awfully close to that third leg, you know. I was I was kind of wondering. I was like, "Oh god."
If this is Arlen, I mean,
Arlen would have been 8 inches shorter after that.
yeah.
Or sorry, 12 inches shorter after that. And yeah, that's where he gets the blood on his hand.
So this is one of my favorite moments from the whole episode.
Him like grabbing like you can see that moment where Dunk's just kind of dazed, like he steps away
Mhm.
from the threat, and he like grabs the end of his sword. Yeah, he's just holding his sword
Yep.
with two hands and like, oh, where the fuck am I?
Mhm.
So you got
This
Makar. Yeah.
this moment, my boy, this killed me. This sent a shot like straight to my heart because it's like for all of Aerion's vileness and for all of Makar's failures, like this is his son. It's such a human moment of just the fear in his voice of like watching his son nearly die.
Yeah. I will say I don't know if that might actually be a bit later. I thought there were two moments where Makar tries
No.
to run in. Oh,
So
yeah.
he gets a rage amp, kills Lionel's horse, and then we'll keep going a little longer.
Yeah. Once again, Dunk's still like holding the other end of his sword and just kind
Hmm.
of like flopping around. You can
Hmm.
hear Aerion like exhausted and in pain.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. I don't
So
know.
right now,
Where the fuck did Baylor come from? He
he
fucking.
was fighting Makar, and then Makar like thrust him off him with the hilt of his mace.
No, I get
And
that,
now,
but that's
hmm,
what's throwing me. He like ran away and he got away from Baylor. Now
no,
Baylor's in
so
front of him.
Lionel started fighting him. So essentially, Lionel was holding him off
Oh,
for a
okay.
second, and then Baylor gets up, and now
Gotcha.
Makar is 2v1ing Lionel and Baylor and is holding his own. Just crazy.
Which yeah, we know Baylor is a good fighter, and we know like it's the
The
Laughing
Laughing
Storm.
Storm. Hmm.
Yeah, just it's tragic the way it ends, but like it
Hmm.
really shows like how much love he has for his kids, even if
Hmm.
he's kind of a fuck up of a father.
Yeah. Agreed.
And I wonder too if because we talk about oh no man fights as fiercely as one neglected by his mother. But that idea that maybe Makar's the kind of parent who, you know, he doesn't want to let his kids down the same way he was let down.
Yeah,
Um,
that's great.
and yeah, him fighting more fiercely to get
Hmm.
to Aerion. So you can hear one of the people say "Get up, Dunk," and it looks like
Yeah.
it comes from like the citizens behind him.
I also just love how, in Dunk's perspective, all of these voices just sound like loud, almost animalistic and primal sounds, just because
Yeah.
he's so dazed. And also, the fear in Aerion when he's like, yield. He's not saying yield triumphantly. He's like, for the love of God, please, please just end this. Yield,
Yeah.
yield.
Yep. And like you said, the people sound like more animalistic. Aerion
Hmm.
sounds like kind of dragon like he roars at Dunk to
Oh,
yield.
dude, that's such a good point. And Katarina, for half a second, thought he was dead, and we were all just like bamboozling her that this actually ended with him dying, and like the next seasons were other things. And the fact that it actually got her just shows you how well this is done, you know?
Yeah. Well, and this is like what makes like George's writing like so special. And he's not technically the only guy that does it, but like on the scale and scope that he does it, he's probably one of the only ones where there's just such a precedent for heroes making it. There's all this like meta knowledge you have going into every movie or show because of all the other movies and shows you've seen, and because George is willing to do things that like other authors are not, it creates such a like sense of tension that you can't really get in a lot of other places in media. At least not if you're using your brain. Like if you pay attention to like what other creators do, you can kind of see the patterns before they happen. Like they'll still try to fake you out, but again, if you're paying attention, you know it's fake. Whereas with George, like you just don't know. You don't know, and that's what makes it awesome. That's what makes it like every time you go, "Oh, this character could actually die," because George is actually like willing to kill them, and he has the skill to like follow it up. And yeah, like I said, really jealous, because it would have been awesome after seeing Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon. This is like a subversion of the subversion, where I would have been like, "Fucking George, you're gonna kill the good guys again," and then Dunk lives, and I'm like, "Oh, never mind." But yeah, I imagine very, very effective. I was almost cheating. Like, bro just kind of falls asleep with one of his eyes open. Like, okay. Okay. So when he started saying that, I was like, oh my God, are we changing things again? Once again, in a way that I really like, where in the novella, he's telling Thunder to get up after he like crashes into another horse. But in here, it's Egg telling him to get up. It's Egg thinking like, oh, he's fucking dead. Like, please get up.
Strengthens their relationship.
Yeah, and the words he uses too, like they translate where it's get up, sir.
It's over!
Yeah, like you said, like homie's not happy about his victory. He's just again like no one is winning here, you know.
Fucking love this moment.
Yeah, and
Bro's like, you are not going to kill my boy with your misinformation.
Yeah, and like once again, they incorporated Egg into the fucking trial. Like that's so sick. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's so good.
Which I'll say at this point, I'm not gonna lie. Egg in this show versus the book, I think he's probably better in the show.
Agreed.
There's just more to him, and he's implemented a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, they show him. Yeah, like, oh my god, this is like one of my favorite moments of the entire show. Holy shit. I was so happy. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like this is hype. Like I don't care how miserable you are, you got to be happy for at least 2 seconds when this happens. Yeah. And yeah, kind of makes up for them missing that scene from earlier. This is in my mind, this is like the replacement basically.
Yep.
And it's pretty good. I don't mind.
There, when Aerion closes his eyes, you can like see him pray for a second.
Yeah.
That's the way I take it. It's just like he has now realized that whatever he has gotten himself into, like he was not ready for. This fucking guy just died in front of him and is now back on his fucking feet. Like what the fuck?
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, you can see right. He's like, "Fuck, you were supposed to be dead." I thought I was home free. And even this moment, I love how he like really fumbles to like get his.
He's already
sword.
lost.
Yeah.
He looks defeated, like he's lost. And this is why I love this moment so much, because Dunk wins this because he's willing to die for it. In Aerion's mind, I don't think there was ever a point where he was thinking he was going to come out like losing. And he is not willing to die for this. Dunk has nothing. Like this is Dunk from Flea Bottom. He's never had anything. He's willing to die for this. Like this is everything to him, and that's why he wins.
Yep.
How do you read that little tap?
I feel like it's him saying like, "Come at me."
Yeah.
Him trying to put on a brave face, basically. Oh, and I love that huge overhand swing, like that would have killed him, but Dunk's armor saves his fucking life because it's armor. It's just nice. Yeah, now the fight's over. Dunk's on top of him.
He pins his arm down and then just beats the ever-living shit out of him. Like, there's no other way to describe it.
Yeah.
Right here, what I love about this is, like, there's nothing pretty. This is just Dunk using his size and weight to his advantage and just, like, over and over and over and over, just beating him with his own shield. God, it's fucking awful, dude.
Yeah, and I do kind of lament that we lost like all the flames on his helmet in the book. Like they're like coming off as like he's losing all of his flames. Aerion Bright Flame, his like imagery and heraldry is getting ripped apart during this fight,
Yep.
kind of symbolizing, that the truer knight is coming out on top, and like he's being laid bare for like the dirty piece of shit that he is.
Yep.
Which not a huge deal, but would have been nice. I do like this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Dunk doesn't punch him in the book. I think he just opens the visor and then he like points the
Yeah.
knife at him.
You see him in this moment. Play it a little longer. Like you see Dunk's eye here. Right here, they lock eyes, and you can like see the moment from the book where Dunk thinks for half a second, "I wanted to pull out one of his eyes and squish it like a grape." Like you can see it in Peter Claffey's face. It's just so well done.
I'm not gonna lie, I believe it more of this Dunk too, where
Yeah.
because he takes way more damage. But yeah, he the idea that in the book after all that bullshit, he like opens the visor and he just threatens him with a knife. I think it flows a bit better here where Dunk is like on his last fucking leg. This guy is trying to kill him, and yet he finally gets on top of him, beats the shit out of him with his shield, and then he keeps going to town on him like with his fists. Like Aerion like barely chokes out like, "I yield," and then Dunk's like, "Oh."
This what I love about this is before he even says "I yield," like Dunk could kill him, and I would argue he has every fucking right to. Like think about what Aerion has done to him, how much Dunk has lost, how much he's gonna lose, the physical pain, the emotional pain, just everything. Like I don't know. In this moment, I couldn't say if I would make the decision Dunk would, or if like the rage would overcome me. I couldn't say if I'm strong enough to be like Dunk in this moment. And the fact that you see him and just go like, but that would not be lightly. Just it's beautiful, bro. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy. Like, I feel a little bad for Aerion. I'm like, he's evil. He's a
Yeah.
piece of shit. Like, fuck him, kill
But
him.
he's a human being.
Yeah,
That is what it is, and
Yeah.
that's why I love this episode so much. Sorry to cut you off. I'm so passionate about this.
Yeah.
I actually made a video about this on TikTok saying how like I've been leading the Aerion Bright Flame hate fucking trail for the last few months, making videos of how much this guy sucks ass. And then in this moment, I just looked at him and I'm just like, God, you deserve so much, but fuck, like you're a person, and look at you, like it's just, oh, it's so bad.
Yeah, well, a big thing with like a lot of the Targaryens is I can't help but remember like, oh yeah, you were kind of just mind fucked. Like you were born into like one of the worst families possible for like mental health and like being raised to be a decent human. But yeah, it's just seeing him. I don't know. There's a level of, I feel weird saying it. There's a level of respect I have for show Aerion that I didn't have for book Aerion. Which I still don't know if I have, but these little moments where like he like hits his shoulder pad, or like he looks at Dunk and he clearly doesn't want to keep fighting, but he puts his visor down regardless. The idea that like this kid is having to go through something, he is trying to like prove himself in a way. And in a way he does stick to his guns right up until, like you said, it actually threatens to take his life. He is not willing to lose his life over it.
I think Aerion in the show is objectively better written than Aerion in the book, and I want to make a video about that this week because I think there's a lot more to this character than meets the eye. I just think, like in the novella, after he yields, he tries to kill Dunk again. Like he reaches for his
Yeah.
Morning Star, and it's just like that's book Aerion just being so comically evil. This Aerion, like say what you want, and this is all his fault. He fought like a man. He did,
Yeah.
and you got to give that to him. You can't take it away, and I do see that. You know.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like you gotta respect that he went into the ring and he stuck it out for as long as he did. Took a nasty fucking cut to the leg and was still down to fight. Like he could have. That's the other thing. Like if he really was a total coward, if he wasn't willing to do any of this, he could have just yielded at any point. Dunk does have to beat him to the point of I'm about to fucking kill you before he gives up. And like you said, the fact that there's no dagger, it just is a bit more sporting, where Aerion like actually accepts defeat in this moment, and I appreciate it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's just this acknowledgement of like, dude, you got me. Like it's over, and I know it, and I just fucking, god damn it, like this
They
fucking show.
they in this moment, like, even though Dunk's on top, like, they feel like equals in a way. But
Yes,
like I said, it's
bro.
there's something about it that's just very sporting. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
them acknowledging like these are, again, even though Dunk didn't agree to this, he was forced into it. But the
Hmm.
idea that like they do their thing, he loses, and then instead of the cheap knife trick, he's actually like, I yield, dude. Like you fucking got me.
Yeah, and it's almost like a shock to the system for Aerion because this whole thing is like, I'm above everyone. I am the dragon. And then in this moment, like it's this realization that he just got his fucking ass kicked. And from the moment Dunk gets back up and Aerion puts his visor down and taps his chest, when he taps his chest, I didn't know if I wanted to say it then, but I want to say it now because we've actually like, broke it down. That to me was a moment of like, okay, like to the end. Like let's fucking do this shit. And it was just a mask off moment. I fucking God damn it, I like Aerion. God damn it.
Oh no!
God damn it. I
I
like the
won't.
character.
I won't go that far.
I don't know. I don't like no. I don't like
No,
him
I know.
personally.
I know what you
Like,
mean.
I
I'm
like
fucking with
I
you.
just I like what they've done.
Con loves Aerion. He's an Aerion
But
fanboy.
why I love Aerion Brightwood.
Aerion the based.
Bro.
Yeah, we got the
You see this
Fossways.
shit?
Oh, okay.
Raymond.
Oh, Raymond does have a bit of armor. Okay, that's
Yeah,
nice.
a little
He's
bit.
got some
Okay, it's
chainmail
underneath.
on.
It's underneath, yeah. Raymond kicks his ass.
Yeah, we just get to see him. I bet we're gonna get some more like follow up for them. I actually wonder if they'll. I bet we'll get like a little Fossaway moment where we get to see them kind of bruised up. But yeah, I like that. Stefan like joins. Sorry, not Stefan. I always mix up their fucking names. Raymond joins to like counter Stefan's treachery, basically. And I like the idea being that he also like screws Stefan over. Where Stefan, like we said, if his little scheme had worked the way he expected it to, he would have deprived Dunk of like his last member, and then Dunk would have just died. Like the trial wouldn't have happened. He wouldn't have had to fight anybody. And instead, his fucking cousin gets knighted like a minute before the match, and then comes in like hunting him down all across the fucking tourney field. It's awesome to think about. Like he just gets to go up there like, hey, it's fucking me, and he gets his licks in. It's great.
Right there.
Yep.
That's Baylor. That's his head getting crushed.
That was it. That was the moment. Just played at normal speed.
Yeah.
And once again, Makar is still trying to get to his son.
Yeah.
I actually didn't realize that Lionel's lost one of his antlers. It looks like he lost a decent chunk of the other one too. That's sick.
Backhand right to the
my
back of the head, dude.
God.
He uses
Holy shit.
all of his momentum in that hit. That had to be the one. Had to be.
Thing is, this is like the only time they show him smack his brother in the back of the head with the mace, and it's a serious fucking hit. Like to me, it's like canon. This is the hit. And I'm pretty sure like Makar like backhands him right after this, and you can tell basically how bad the hit was because the backhand sends him back to his feet, and it's like oh, like he's not fully recovered from that last hit. But yeah, so you'll see him. There's the Fossaways, but you'll see Baylor get smacked. Yeah, he just got smacked.
Yep.
And he goes back down again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about, where I love this moment where he's dragging him through the mud. And the idea is like, at this point, all of the like yellow and orange and red is like completely just covered in mud. Like he's ruined the image that Aerion has of himself. Once again, just like, it just helps so it's so nice to just see they're exhausted. Like you don't forget it. They don't forget about the fight or like chill out as soon as like Dunk is fucking about to die. So yeah, he's like stumbling. It takes him forever to get over there. And there's like a 2-step process. He drags the prince over, and then he has to like hunch down and haul him to his fucking feet.
Hoist him up and rattle him.
Yeah. And this is another point in Aerion's favor, where in the book he has to like drag him all the way up to the Lord Ashford. It could, I guess it could just be, it might just be Harry Lloyd's delivery, to be honest. But the vibe you get is that he like whispers it, like he mutters it under his breath. He's like, I withdraw my accusation. But in this moment, he it seems like he tries, and then he like kind of chokes a little bit, and then he gets it out. He yells like, "I withdraw my accusation." Like the idea that even he like is like, yeah, it should be over now.
To me, the novella reads as Aerion got scared and cowered.
Yeah.
This Aerion, there is nothing left. His only other choices die.
Yeah. I genuinely I get the idea that like Aerion actually like kind of is learning a lesson here.
Mhm.
That's not really the vibe I get from book
Yep.
Aerion.
And you hear the crowd roar,
Yeah. So
and you
it's
see, yo, my goat Raymond. He's still on his feet and he's chilling.
yeah. And yeah, I really like that we have Pate catching him. And you get like
Hmm.
in the corner over here. There's another moment where it's like, oh, like Pate just showing up to catch Dunk. That kind of makes up for him not helping suit him up
And
at the
and
start.
by the way, the tree is still alive.
Tree is still good fucking catch. God damn.
God, bro. I'm fucking Team Raven all the way. My actual goat.
Has anyone died?
Bruh. Like
Mm.
you want to make me like love a character, just do this shit. You know,
Mhm.
have them go through hell, and their first concern still being other people.
It's not, am I gonna die?
Yeah, does it? Oh my god.
Bees being added in the first charge.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of wild that we didn't see. Or I really expected to see Beesbury's death, just because like
Mhm.
it's such a like vivid image from the book where he says he sees Beesbury like lying in a lake of blood with a lance sticking out of his groin, and it's like I part of me is happy we didn't see it, but it's also I kind of feel like we owed it to Beesbury to at least show that. Like I really like that we showed Harding falling off his horse.
Yeah, agreed.
Ow.
Yeah.
Holy fucking ow. Once again, like that is they say that like the moment he gets stabbed, it's like it tells you that the rings got driven into his flesh, deep into his flesh. And I still didn't feel it until I like saw them and I can't even see fucking rings coming out. I just see the blood and I hear them talking about it and I hear them like grunting as they're picking at it. And you feel it a lot more. Just it feels more real.
Oh,
I'll say
dude.
subtitle fail. He says will the subtitles say will get drunk.
We'll get him.
It was funny for me to think about like yo, let's get drunk and then help him out.
Yeah.
Wine, not oil.
And bruh,
Saves his life again.
yep, like it's such a tiny moment, but it's so fucking cool. Like this is another. I feel like this is a good example for anyone who thinks I might have nitpicked a bit too much. Like this is a great example of a tiny moment that means a lot. Where yeah, it only would have been like 2 lines missing, but I would have been so upset if we did not have Baylor saving Duncan a second time right before he died. Because like that's how meaningful like that small like exchange is. Where it's just a bit of information being passed from one character to the other, but it saves Dunk's life.
Yep.
So I like this. He's like fucking dying, and he like throws himself down in front
Yeah.
of Baylor. Like, oh my god. I like to like he's kind of choking up too. Like this is like horrific, and yeah, they allow him to like. He's not crying per se, but he's very
He's almost
sad.
there.
Yeah, he's almost there. He's about to. Bro.
God. Oh, I can't.
Oh my god. Just
I
thinking.
need good men. And it just like, bro, and just knowing like what Dunk does after this, like mild spoilers. I don't give a fuck. How he just lives the rest of his life because of this moment, like this hand on his head, and like this is the highest moment of honor. Like this is unimaginable, you know. Like this is the hand of the king touching you with his own fingers and saying like you're like we are of one. Like you are my man.
Yeah.
And like just knowing that, you know, Dunk saves Rayla, saves Rhaegar, like that leads to Dany, all this other stuff. Like this is a character defining moment.
Yeah. And I like too that it's a cool moment where you get to see basically you get to see like what the fruits of his labor ought to have been. He was about to be Baelor's man. Like maybe this is just me like wishful thinking. He would have been like one of Baylor's best men. They probably would have been like good friends. He would have been packing this guy around everywhere. He'd be like, look at my awesome fucking 7 foot tall knight with a heart of fucking pure gold. Like it's fun to think about like all the like the cool adventures they could have gone on together. Like what kind of hand he would have been, and like you know maybe Dunk ending up on the Kingsguard or something insane. Like all that stuff would have been super cool, but you lose it in this moment, and it's tragic. But it's also like still that validation of Dunk and who he is. You kind of get that with Sworn Sword too, where you have Dunk kind of lamenting that he's not worthy of certain things, and then by the end of both stories, he is shown like, no, you are the most worthy, and you could have it if you would just reach out and take it. And it's really cool that by the end of the story, he's not willing to reach out and take it for either of them.
It's like way too late. I'm like getting emotional just like thinking about all this shit. It's 2 in the fucking morning. I got school tomorrow. But man, like I just fucking can't. I can't. Like, just this look on his face right now, man. It's just so after this whole episode just tears you apart, and then you get it. Like you get this moment between them where people who should never interact in this world just seeing the value in one another and just
Yeah. There's a line near the start that the Septon says about like the gods like revealing the true something of their hearts, basically showing like by the end of the fight like they will be laid bare, like the truth of who they are will be seen. Like you said, this moment where he gets to see the value in Dunk, where it's like, yeah, you're my fucking man. Which again, it's just crazy to think about. Like in another timeline, this is how Dunk just becomes part of like the Targaryen household almost. Like this is where he joins like their I don't know, their guard, and then goes on to become like a king's guard.
The realm.
And he doesn't get to finish that sentence, but the obvious implication is the realm needs good men. Is the Visor in the room with us right now?
and you see Raymond like what?
Yeah, exactly. Which I'll say, when I first heard him say that, I was like, "Oh, weird." Did they just leave the line in for? But I think the idea is that when you first see the helmet, it has something covering like the nose and mouth, and that's gone now. The
Yeah.
idea being that like he's either fucked in the head or he's like fucked, like his vision is fucked to the point where he can't actually tell that the visor has
Something's
been
going
taken
on.
off entirely.
Something's going on. Yeah.
Yeah, and his reaction kind of clues you into that.
What
Like,
visor?
yeah, he's like, what are you talking about?
Ace most like.
I would say it is kind of funny seeing like Dunk fucking dying over there, and they're like, "Yo, help me get my helmet off," because they don't know like
Yeah.
something seriously wrong. It's literally just help me get my armor off before you take care of Dunk.
Yeah.
He's strong.
And his final line is praising his brother.
Yeah, like no hard feelings at all. Like, oh my god, like he's proud of his brother. Like that's the vibe I get. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, for the same reasons we did, he probably appreciates that he's trying to defend his son. And yeah, it just fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. Okay, so I guess real quick, this is not quite what I expected, and it is a little weird. He's like still coherent for as long as he is. I thought the idea was like the skull itself was what got broken, and then once his brain is exposed, I actually thought him like touching his own brain was like kind of what led to his death. I don't know though.
I took it as like it was just all held in place, then it fell out. That's how I took it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and he
Oh.
and there he goes. He falls down, and Dunk partially catches him.
Yeah.
It harkens back to the dream that Darren had, where he said the dragon had like fallen on top of you. Which, there he goes. Like, I don't know. It's just fucking George, dude. What a fucking piece of shit. I don't know.
No. You guys get up, sir.
And it's this, again, it's like, it's cool seeing that this is like George with years of experience and a bit of Westeros under his belt, because I think he hadn't gotten super far in the main series.
Clash wasn't even out yet.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, so not at all. So seeing everything like kind of distilled is pretty cool. Where you get a lot of like the same ideas and themes explored in Thrones, but in like
Hmm.
a quicker, I think like tighter version.
Hmm.
And sure enough, here's the tragedy. Here's like the reality flying back into focus. Where yeah, and people are there are definitely going to be people who are like, oh, it's always the good ones that die in George's universe, and
Hmm.
it's annoying because like Dunk is fucking literally right there. um, but it is that is the point in the sense that it's supposed to be realistic. Like bad things happen to good people. Sometimes
Hmm.
really bad things happen to good people specifically because they put themselves at risk to do the right thing. And
Hmm.
that is not supposed to like is the whole like thematic like point of the story. You shouldn't look at that and say, "Oh, that's fucking stupid." Then why would I ever do the right thing? Why would I ever engage in self-sacrifice for another person? That is what makes it noble. It's not
Yep.
rational. It is the right thing to do, and it's
Hmm.
hard. And yeah, seeing the consequences. I don't. I feel like it's important. It's important to have that level of honesty with your audience, and it's something I really appreciate from George. Where, again, I there's so many benefits to the story and the themes where I feel all the tension, like it sticks with me. It leaves an impact. You just get a lot out of it.
Heartbreaking.
But yeah,
And that's the episode. All
No,
right.
sir.
he says, "Get up, sir." Cha,
Yeah.
harkening back to
Thunder.
Arlen and to Egg telling him, "Get up, sir." Which fuck, dude. And that's the episode.
No.
Which yeah, again on one hand jealous of anyone who got to experience this just raw, but also not jealous.
Sorry.
Yeah, like I'm sorry you had to. I'm sure, especially going into this, thinking like, oh, this is gonna be different, and then it's like,
For
yeah, it's gonna be more Westeros.
Forgive us, the book readers, for selling you this lie and letting it happen for weeks.
Yeah, the one thing we didn't spoil, Baylor's death.
Dude, the fact that we kept this shit quiet is insane.
Yeah. I will say, in hindsight, I think we did a pretty good job. I've listened to a couple people, and I actually got really annoyed. Like, in fucking, like, episode 1 and 2, people just referring to Makar as Egg's dad and shit. And it's like, you said this was a spoiler-free review. Which I'm sure we had a couple slip-ups, but I think
Yeah, we relaxed.
we did a really good job, I think, especially compared to some other people, of actually keeping a lid on it.
Hmm.
But yeah, um,
But
there
yeah,
it
bro,
goes.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted mentally, emotionally, physically. I'm gonna go to sleep now thinking about this episode like I did last night and wake up and think about the episode. So, one of my
Well,
favorite episodes ever.
yeah, one of the best. This is best of Thrones material right here. We'll definitely
Hmm.
have to make a video about it in a couple
Bro,
years.
did bro just say we?
When I, oh sorry, I thought I said me or I.
You said we. You know?
I mean, if you want to make a best of Thrones video, you could see. But yeah, very very happy, especially considering this was the one I was the most worried about. So expectations completely subverted in the best possible way. But yeah, great episode.
Thank you all. Sorry, you got something else to say?
I was gonna ask, I don't. What do you think the next episode's gonna be? Because we have
A
like
lot of
only.
additional scenes.
Yeah, I guess it's gonna have to be. But yeah, sorry, I'll let you go.
No,
Homie's
no, no.
homie's dying.
I think it's gonna be a lot more of Dunk and Egg talking after the fact. Probably get a cool scene with Raymond. I don't
Oh,
know.
I hope we'll get to see Egg choosing to like go
Yes,
with Dunk.
yes.
That'll be kind of neat. I would just they'll have to like they
Yeah.
got too much time. But yeah, that was episode 5, everybody.
Well,
Um,
the sleep was worth the sacrifice. I mean, this. Yep. There. Whatever.
hell yeah.